Chronic anxiety doesn't just show up one day. It begins quietly, often in childhood, in ways we don't even notice. Dr. Gabor Maté explains that when children grow up in environments where their emotions are not welcomed or where love feels conditional, they learn to suppress their true feelings. A child may sense that being angry, sad, or even too joyful risks rejection. So, to stay safe, they disconnect from their authentic self. This disconnection has a cost. What we hide doesn't disappear, it lives in the body. The tension builds. The nervous system stays on guard. Over the years, that hidden stress grows into chronic anxiety, a constant state of worry, fear, and unease. Anxiety becomes the body's way of saying, something inside you is never heard, never allowed to exist. Now, centuries before Dr. Maté, the Stoic philosophers were observing a similar pattern in human suffering. They taught that anxiety often comes from trying to control things that are not in our power, other people's judgments, the uncertainty of the future, or the outcomes of our efforts. When we cling to control, we create fear. When we resist reality, we create suffering. Imagine the child who suppresses themselves to gain approval. They grow into an adult constantly seeking control over their image, over people's opinions, over every possible threat. But the more control they seek, the less peace they find. The wisdom of both Dr. Maté and the Stoics points to the same path. Healing begins when we stop abandoning ourselves and stop fighting what cannot be controlled. Instead of suppressing, we acknowledge. Instead of resisting, we accept. Instead of chasing control, we focus on what is truly ours, our thoughts, our choices, our actions. Chronic anxiety begins in disconnection, but it can end in reconnection. Reconnecting with our true feelings. Reconnecting with reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. And in that space, we discover what the Stoics called tranquility, not the absence of challenges, but the freedom to face them with courage, clarity, and calm.